Yeah, hello guys. I hope you're doing well. Well, actually, I want to do a recording and show you if some of you who attended the overview last night with Coach Manuela, to be precise. You remember she talked about the compounddaily.org plan, the compound daily, where she talked about how you can set up a goal of your earnings and what you like to make in your trading for a particular period of time. Remember? So I found out that you can download this app. You can download the app. There's an app you can download from your Play Store for those of you using Android. I don't know about iPhone, but I believe something like this should be on iPhone. But at least I use Android, so that's why I'm gonna be talking to you using Android. So as you can see here, compound, you go to Play Store, then you look for compound interest calculator table. Actually, this is different from the company that produced the one that was shown, but this is an app which you can use anytime. So in case you don't have internet, you can always access this. I guess I think it doesn't use internet, but that's not the point. So you click after downloading, you open. Now when you open, you will notice, okay, sorry, it won't look like this the first time. It's because I've done some exploring here. That's why it's looking like this. Okay, so when you click it, what you see is you see something like a blank. It's going to be blank. It's not going to be like this. So you now click at this part at the bottom here. You see these three options. So you now have to say if it's daily, monthly, or yearly. But you know, we're talking about a daily goal, right? A daily plan. So meaning you set up a plan for how much you want to make as a profit, and this is what we want to start doing from January, isn't it? So as a team, I'd like us to start this. So meaning by the time you have let's say you have some money, you start your trading account with some amount of money, and then we're going to set a 90-day goal. A 90-day goal, first of all, a 90-day goal for our finances. And the best part is this is irrespective whether you refer or not. This is your trading. I'm talking about your trading on your trading account. You know, you personally trading your forex, you know, looking at the times and all that. So this is what you do. So when you choose a daily, monthly, and yearly goal, now we're going to be choosing daily. Now the moment you choose daily, you have to go to settings. Can you all see this? See settings. You come up, so you choose daily, and you click settings. Now these settings will come with the options which we had yesterday in the last overview by Coach Emanuela, right? So let's say, remember, so this is how you go about it. So depending on you, but I will actually recommend 300 minimum, but if not, you can still do 100. It's okay. So depending on you, so you start, I mean minimum, right? So it could be more than that, right? But 300, 500 I think is a good one. Maximum 1000, so it's also a good one. But then, so let's use 300 as an example. Now the 300 means, so initial purchase, that's the language used there, but that's not the thing you are looking for. But the times we are looking at it, initial purchase in this sense means the amount you are starting up your trading account with, which means the amount you actually deposited without bonus. Don't take bonus. Like you heard all the coaches, they always advise don't take bonus. So when you are doing that, you won't have to take bonus. So you have your 300 USD in your trading account. Okay. Now the question now is, every day the goal will be for every session you make 5% of your total amount in your trading account, which means the total startup. You understand, your trading account. So the 5% of that is what you should be aiming at for every session. Now I need to define what are sessions, what are trading time, like trading or session, you know, and the daily goal. So a session is any time you have a coach to take you on the trading event. For example, let's say Coach Patrick is going to take us for, like, we're going to be trading with him for, like, say around 6 a.m. and in his own trading, he always go for 5 trades per session. For every time in a session, he goes for 5 trades, meaning he trades 5 times. Okay, does 5 times trading, right? Sorry, forgive me about that noise. So he trades 5 times. So which means the whole 5 trading in that moment with Coach Patrick is actually a session. Are we together? It's a session. So as I was saying, so a session is the time you spend with a particular coach. So meaning a coach will do a five trading per session. So tradings are every time he puts a call for a particular trading. So you can do so a coach can do like 2, 3, 4, 5 tradings depending on how he feels and analysis of the market. So each session, which means each coach, when you trade with each coach in the day, we have a lot of sessions in the day, different coaches, especially in HFX, because that's what we'll be focusing on. So for each session, you give yourself a goal. You set a goal of minimum of 5% of your trading account. That's your trading money, right? So 5%. Now, so let's say, for example, minimum, you personally, let's say you choose to do 3 sessions a day, which means you look for 3 coaches that you feel good with, that you want to go with based on recommendation of 3 educators, so to speak. So based on recommendation of the coaches and all that. So let's say you choose to go with 3 educators per day. Some may go with 5, which means 5 sessions. If you go with 3 educators a day, that's 3 sessions, right? So let's say for every session your goal is 5%, to make 5%. Now, which means if you're going to be going for 3 sessions a day, maybe in the morning, early in the morning around 5 a.m. for example, or maybe then you choose another one for 12 p.m. and then you choose another one maybe around 6 p.m. So that's 3 sessions. Now for every session you have 5% back, the 5% profit, right? So if you multiply the 5% for every session, multiply by 3 times a day or 3 sessions a day, that gives you 15%, right? 15% a day. So which means your goal is to hit the target of 15% a day for 3 sessions. You understand? Now let's say you are starting today. So of course the date is always there automatically. It's always showing today's date. Except of course, if you want to start this in the future date, then you can edit this part. So now for the period of what? 90 days. That's the length of time. You come here 90 days, which means 3 months from that time you are starting, right? Now, daily reinvestment rate in percentage, right? So it means every money you make plus the profit is used as reinvested back, which means you don't touch, no withdrawal in all of these 90 days, no withdrawal. That's why you put 100%. So if you're going to be taking half of every time you make money, then you have to put 50%, right? But this time around, our goal is to start this with a particular amount in our trading account. Our target is to make maybe 5% minimum from every 5% minimum from every trade, every session, multiply by 3 sessions, making 15% a day. And the date and the length of time is 90 days, and the reinvestment rate is 100 days without withdrawal, minus weekends. Now you have to remove the weekends, okay? So this is it. So now the moment you finish doing this, all these inputs, what do? You click set. As soon as you do that, what happens? The app gives you everything in details. Now it gives you all the date from that day. These are your targets. Your earnings will now be 15%. If you look at this, remember your income, your trading account is starting with $300, right? So if you check here, the earnings here is $45. That's the 15%, I guess. 15% of $300. So a day your goal is to make 45 USD. Now when you add the 45 USD, which is your cash out now, that's the 45 USD is your cash out, which is the profit. You add it to your 345, you understand? Because you add it to your 300, that makes your 300 to move from 300 initial amount to what? 345 USD. Now the second day, you remember is a daily goal, right? The second day, this time around, your earnings will be more than 45. Do you know why? Because your starting capital this time around is no longer the 300 you started with. It's going to be 345, which of course the 15% of that will give you 51.75. Added to the 345 will give you 396.75, and it goes on like that without the weekends. You see, the weekends are excluded. And then let's move to the end of this. At the end of 90 days, what do you have? Let me remove my big head from here. At the end of 90 days, we are looking at how much? We are looking at 300, if I'm right here. Sorry, we're looking at 2 million. My God, 2,645,084 USD in your own account. Remember, you started with 300. This is our goal for 2021, and we are talking about just 3 months by March. So let's say January to February to March to April. By April, you should be having this in your account. Isn't that wonderful? Now, of course, you have to give rooms for worst case scenario, isn't it? Plus or minus. Maybe there are days probably you have some few losses, so you don't really get all the profit as it's been written here or shown here. And there are days maybe you miss out on some of the sessions. Let's just add all those days, plus or minus those days, because you'll be trading with experts, educators and all that, not by yourself. So your losses will be very minimal. Let's say the losses should be, because most of from my experience now, when you trade with the educators, if they call 10 trades, if you're going to lose at all, most times it's always maybe 2 to 8, meaning out of every 10 trades you win 8, you lose 2. Sometimes maximum 7 to 3. So out of every 7 trade you lose 3, you get 7. So what does that mean? That means 30% or 20%. So if you check, if you deduct 20% from the 2,645,084, for example, let's do that. 2 million, what was that figure again? 2,645,084. 2,645,084 multiplied by 30%. Now 793, right? So this is 30%. So let's say this 30% we put that to losses and missed sessions and all that, or maybe let's say 30% to losses and maybe 10%, because that's going to be added, let's say 10% to missed sessions. Okay, so in all, let's just go for, I like worst case scenario, let's say 20% to 30% to losses, 10% to missed session, or let's even say 20% to missed session. This is worst case scenario. It can never happen like that, because you hardly miss such sessions, especially when you know you're going to be making money, isn't it? Now, but let's say 24 missed sessions, 34, what do I call it again? Losses, right? That makes 50%, right? Which means 50%, we're talking about 1,322,542. We account for the losses and missed session. God's willing, isn't it? Now, what does that mean? That means you have this amount, right? You have this amount. So when you deduct that from what you have here, which is 2, so you minus, of course, the other way around, 264,000, sorry, 264,000, right? 264,084. What am I saying? 2 million. Okay, yeah, 2,645,084. 2,645,084. So when you subtract these, both the losses and the missed session from the total money you were supposed to make, if everything went, let's say, assuming everything goes as planned, then you'll still be having 1.3 million USD at the end of 3 months. This is our goal for year 2021. My family, I'm so excited. This is what we want to do. If you believe in this, as soon as you watch this video, come back to the group and said, I believe, and then I tell you we are good for it. For me, Ismail, I'm the module, I'm game for this, and I'm happy. Now, 2 things are happening now. A lot of things will be happening anyway. Number 1, if you're able to achieve this, it's not about the money alone. Well, actually, of course, it's about the money, but then not just about the money. Number 1, if you're able to achieve this, you have a lot of money in your account. 1.3 million USD multiplied by whatever rates they will be using then, which of course you hardly go back. But then let's use the rate we use now. If you multiply this by 480, man, you can't believe this is about 624,820,160. The question is, I won't ask the question. You know what that means. This is what you could be walking home with by April. Supposing you start your account with 300 USD, you make a target of 5% every session, you go for 3 sessions a day, and you do this minus weekends for the length of 90 days, this is exactly what you get. People don't even get this as gratuity after working for 45 years, putting in everything they need to put in. People don't get this in any investment. Even in real estate will not give you this. But here we are. This is possible. It is achievable. It's been done before. It can be done all over again. Now, to round this off, as I was saying, these are the benefits. Number 1, you get lots of money in your bank account, and you can do a lot of things you want to do, isn't it? You including charity and philanthropy. And these are things that have been missing from the world we are today, because people are now struggling for themselves, isn't it? Number two, more importantly, your belief level increases. You would have learned within 90 days how to trade, at least to a certain level. So meaning you will have acquired the skills of generating money that you want for yourself. Come on, the third one for the MLM part. If you are able to make this your first month you hit that goal, now you can be so easy for you, beat your chest with confidence and tell people, hey, here we are, this is my product. My product will make you so successful irrespective whether you recruit or not. Can you imagine that? In the MLM world, this is the first ever I've ever seen. At least I'm 17 years old in this industry. First ever I have seen, right? First ever where you have a product that makes you rich irrespective of your network. Come on, if you are going to use this to prospect people and you have your result for 1 month alone, just for the 30 days, it's enough to get a lot of people in the academy. And you know what that means, we're all going to be rich together. Thank you very much. I want you to practice, believe, and then let's make it happen. Let's go and make the money. Peace out. Thank you all.